Welcome to Doug in Exile. Poor Mika Brzezinski at MSNBC, perhaps the lowest job to be had in journalism, is having a conniption over Trump again.
And the only thing I find shocking here is this is a moment for Republicans in Congress to step up.
Republicans in Congress will never step up. If they're not stepping up for people like me, a Republican conservative, what makes you think they're going to step up for a Democrat, apparatchik, false news source, bubble-headed bleach going, holy cow, I got a call.
They won't.
This is where Trumpers who support Donald Trump, who are still in leadership positions, who are afraid of their base.
Pulling the old, when did you stop beating your wife? The Republicans who are afraid of their base. Republicans, are they afraid of their base? How about they just can't control them? How about Republicans have no base? How about Donald Trump has the base? Anyways, Mika's she's doing the spin. That's what she do. Just spin it. Just open your mouth and blah. Whatever it takes to keep your job at MS. What does it take to keep your job at MSNBC? Mika's pretty good at it.
Need to say, you know what, this is the line. And they never draw the line.
They never do what I say. They won't obey MSNBC. The day MSNBC becomes the North Star of anything true is the day that Democrats will find a principle and hold to it.
This is no surprise that Donald Trump is acting this way.
If it's no surprise, then why do you act surprised? Look at how big your eyeballs are. Look at your mouth open. You look surprised. This is how Trump acts. Trump talks in code. He doesn't decipher his code before he speaks it. He just speaks code words loosely that both sides can take however they want. It is a brilliance of communication. He actually doesn't have to have a lot of clear content. He can just speak the general words, and his supporters, we know what he means, which is never violent. And then the other side, the Democrats and MSNBC know what they mean, and they invent all of this stuff and fill in the gaps and go hysterical. And they play right into Trump's marketing strategy, which is to keep his name on your lips all day. That's why he's winning.
Amplifying violent imagery.
Trump has never amplified violent imagery. Trump, in fact, look at him. He's a rich boy. That guy's never been in a fist fight.
He suggested that Second Amendment people could act against Hillary Clinton.
A Second Amendment solution.
If you're for the Second Amendment, you should be an activist against Hillary Clinton. Only MSNBC would misinterpret that. It's like someone saying, hey, if you're pro-choice, you should stand against Donald Trump. Is that saying that they're inciting that you want to abort Donald Trump? No, it means that you stand for that position. Same thing with the Second Amendment.
For Charlottesville, this is the beginning of his presidency. He said there were very fine people among a group of violent white nationalists.
And this is the biggest lie, disproved the day that it came out. Here they're quoting The Atlantic, where Trump said that among the white nationalist protesters, some very fine people on both sides, which if you rip that out of context, which is what the news does, The Atlantic and MSNBC, here's the full context of the full quote. There were very fine people on both sides, and I'm not talking about the neo-Nazis and white supremacists because they should be condemned totally. So Trump literally said we should condemn them, but you cut that last part off so you can misapply that he said there were fine people on both sides to apply it to the white supremacists and neo-Nazis. That he totally condemns. They should be condemned totally. That's the actual news. I'm a barely literate comic book artist doing a better job than MSNBC. I ought to get paid more. I do get more views.
Media entities continue to promulgate this or allow it to happen without reporting on it.
The more you report on it, the more lies you tell. You're literally the one that is promulgating all of this violent rhetoric that Trump never meant and you put in his mouth because you people are violent. I'm Doug in Exile.